Bartleby is a copyist in the days before electromechanical duplication, a low-paid, low-status position in law offices and businesses. One day, without warning or explanation, Bartleby begins to exercise free will. He decides which orders he will obey and which he will not. If not, he replies, "I would prefer not to." To an order to participate in a team proofreading of a copy he's just made, he announces without dramatics, "I would prefer not to." To an order to pop around the corner to pick up mail at the post office, the same, "I would prefer not to." He offers no emotion, no enlargement on any refusal. He prefers not to explain himself. Otherwise, he works hard at copying. That is, until one day he prefers not to do that, either. Ever again. Bartleby is done with copying. But not done with the office which employed him to copy. You see, without the boss knowing, he lives in the office, sleeping in it after others go home. He has no income sufficient for lodging. When asked to leave that office, and given what amounts to a generous severance pay for that age, he prefers not to leave, and not to take the severance. Eventually, Bartleby is taken to jail, where he prefers not to eat. In time, he sickens from starvation and is buried in a pauper's grave. The simple exercise of free will, without any hysterics, denunciations, or bombast, throws consternation into social machinery. Free will contradicts the management principle. Refusing to allow yourself to be regarded as a human resource is more revolutionary than any revolution on record. After years of struggling with Bartleby, he finally taught me how to break the chains of German method schooling. It took a half-century for me to understand the awesome instrument each of us has through free will to defeat Germanic schooling, and to destroy the adhesive which holds it together: standardized testing. Signposts pointing our attention toward the Bartleby power within us are more common than we realize in the global imagination. We needn't reach back very far to discover Thoreau's cornerstone essay on civil disobedience as a living spring in the American imagination, or Gandhi's spectacular defeat of the British Empire through passive resistance. Mass abstract testing, anonymously scored, is the torture centrifuge, whirling away precious resources of time and money from productive use and routing it into the hands of testing magicians. It happens only because the tormented allow it. Here is the divide-and-conquer mechanism par excellence, the wizard wand which establishes a bogus rank order among the schooled, inflicts prodigies of stress upon the unwary, causes suicides, family breakups, and grossly perverts the learning process, while producing no information of any genuine worth. Testing can't predict who will become the best surgeon, college professor, or taxi-cab driver. It predicts nothing which would impel any sane human being to inquire after these scores. Standardized testing is very good evidence our national leadership is bankrupt and has been so for a very long time. The two-party system has been unable to give us reliable leadership. Its system of campaign finance almost guarantees we get managers, not leaders. I think Ralph Nader has correctly identified it as a single party with two heads, itself bankrupt. I don't know what to do about that, but I do know how to bring the testing empire to an end. To rip out its heart and make its inventors, proponents, and practitioners into pariahs whose political allies will abandon them.